Hello people, XNextJohn here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to jailbreak or install FreeMake Boot onto your PS2 Slim. I'm sorry for anyone with PS2 Fat, but this video is not for you as the method for PS2 Fat is completely different than the PS2 Slim. So, this is basically your ultimate guide for jailbreaking your PS2 because many other videos I've watched, apart from like one or two, they don't explain it like very well. Like, they show how to do it, but they don't show like everything how to do it, or they don't say what you need. They just go for it. And I'm gonna try my best to explain this as best as I can. And if any links go dead in the description, just let me know. If they get copyrighted or taken down, just let me know, and I will re-upload them as fast as I can. So, what you will need is the archive that I have in the description, which looks like this. It's very small. It's only a few megabytes. You'll need a USB stick with 4 gigabytes or more. I think everybody has one of them laying around. Just ask your mom or something. I don't know. You need a PS2 memory card. That's a bit obvious. You need a 007 Agent Nightfire Disc for PS2. So this is like a game. I got mine for €3.50 in CEX. They had like a few just in there. So if anyone's around Waterford in Ireland, then you can just pick one up. They're like $1 to $2 on eBay, so I can pick it up like really easily anyway. And you'll also need just a single DVD-R or DVD+r. I'm using the DVD-R because that's just what I had laying around. And also one more thing, a DVD-RW will not work as the PS2 does not read it. So just putting that out there before you waste your time. Other people don't tell you this. So if you're watching a different tutorial and you use a DVD-RW, then it didn't work, then that's not your fault. It's just PS2 just doesn't read it. Just, you probably didn't know that, but there you go. And yeah, so I'm going to start off the tutorial here now. So first off, what you want to do is put your Agent Nightfire disc into your PC. And after you put it in, what you want to do is, my archive that I made here, like, it's in the description. After you download it, put it to your desktop, open it, and just extract it to your desktop again, and you'll get this folder here. What you want to do is just open that up and install ImageBurn. It's right here. I just have it packed here so you don't have to bother going through all the effort downloading it. I already have mine installed, so I'm not going to do it, but all you have to do is just install that and open it. And what you want to do here is create image file from disk, select your DVD drive, whatever you have it, and set your destination as you can see here. Just press a little icon, set it to anywhere you want, like at all on your PC, and just make sure you have it named Nightfire, all in caps, and just hit on OK or save, and press this little DVD to the DVD on the paper icon, and it should start writing it. And after that's done, it should take about like anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes, depends on your DVD drive. After that's done, what you want to do is open up Apache. It's just called Apache. It's right here. It's open up the Apache folder, and then it's the first one. Just open that and you'll get this. And what you want to do is go into File, open ISO, and then go to wherever you saved the ISO that you burned with image, or where you ripped from ImageBurn. So I saved mine to the G drive, and it's right here. Just open it, and you'll see the file here called Driving Elf. Just click it once, and then go into ISO tools and change TOC for selected file. And what you want to do is change the size to 568452. I already have it set to that, but it's going to be some different number. Just set it to the number I have here. It has to be this number, no different. And hit on update. And after you have done, what you want to do is click on driving.elf again, just so it's highlighted in blue. And then go into ISO tools and update selected file. And what you want to do is go to that folder on the desktop that has all the tools for the PS2 jailbreaking. So I have mine here on the desktop, and it's tutorial here. And go into the ulaunch elf folder, and there'll be a file called driving.elf. Just double click that, and you'll see selected file replaced, and just press OK and then close that. And that's all good. That's the hard part done. Well, for the PC anyway. What you want to do now is just close off everything and open up ImageBurn again. And at this point you can take out your 007 Agent Nightfire Disc out of your PC and put in a blank DVD-RW or DVD+r, or sorry, DVD-R or DVD+r. Just flick that into your PC, and after you've done that, select write image file to disk. And as you can see here, source, select the file, press this little icon here, and select your Nightfire disc here that you've just modified. And set your destination to your DVD drive, wherever it is. And make sure you have verify on just to be safe, just to be on the safe side. And set your write speed to ×4. Like every disc should have ×4, so just set it to that. Don't set it any more or lower, just to be safe. And what I'm doing now is just press this little icon here where my mouse is, but I don't have it here because I already have the disc burned to a DVD. So yeah, this should take about 10 minutes as well, so just be patient. And after it's done, just take out the disc and just write with a marker on it, like PS2 Jailbreak or something, just so you don't lose it. And what you want to do now is insert a USB stick into your PC and open up the USB on your PC. So mine is right here. And I have a lot of files here. That's because I already have all the things you need. Actually, do I? I don't. And basically what you want to do is open up your USB and right click it and go into format. After you go into format, what you want to do is set it to FAT32. Sometimes it might be set to NTFS, but make sure it's FAT32 because a PS2 can only read FAT32 USB devices. And just press start and it'll delete everything on it. Just make sure you have nothing on it that you need. And after that's done, just go into the USB drive. You'll have nothing here, it'll be empty, but I have like games and stuff installed onto here. And what you want to do now is go into the FreeMcBoot folder, the folder with all the tools in it, and go into FreeMcBoot. And these two files, all you want to do is just drag them into here. And yep, and then you have it. But I already have mine done. I already have my stuff. I already have like my FreeMcBoot stuff in here, so I don't have to worry about that. So after you drag the files into your USB stick, you just pull the USB stick out, and I'll be back to you in 1 second. Okay, after I've done all the stuff on the PC, what you want to do is take your PS2 and plug out everything, including the cables. But I'm not plugging out the cables because I already did what I'm going to show you. But plug out everything, and what you do is flip over that PlayStation 2, my lovely pink PlayStation 2. And as you can see, there's the 6 screws, or the 6 bolts, or 6 whatever you want to call them. You've basically there's 6 thingies. There's 6. There's gonna be 6 of these. 6 like little caps over there where the screws are, and you pop them off, and then it'll reveal the screw. And then it's a Phillips head screw. Just unscrew it, and after you unscrew all of them, put them in a safe place. Put the PlayStation back over. I don't want to mess up my PlayStation. Okay. And just take off the cover. It literally just comes off. And now what you want to do is get some sort of tape. I have masking tape because that's all I have in my bedroom at the moment. Duct tape works the best. Sellotape works too, but masking tape is the worst, but it gets the job done. And basically, to explain this as best as I can, there's a switch here right above that light. You can't really see it because my phone will not focus. There's a switch above that light. If you'll feel it, it's a little tiny switch. And there's a little tiny switch where that sellotape is. What you want to do is just put the tape over that switch and over that switch just to make sure they're pressed down. And what that does is basically the PS2 has like a mechanism where 2 of these have to be pressed down at the same time for the disc to start spinning. So we have the lid off, and to make the disc spin, we just have to sellotape 2 of them so they're pressed down and the disc will work. And now what you want to do is, you've basically all the easy part done. Now this is the hard bit. What you want to do is get your 007 disc, 007 Nightfire, and put it into your DVD drive. And for normal people, you can just turn on the PlayStation and the game will load up to like the language screen. And before you even turn on the PlayStation, make sure your memory card is plugged out and your controller is plugged out. The controller doesn't really matter, but make sure your memory card is plugged out 100%. Just because this, like, look, I have reasons, right? But I'm not going to get into too much detail. But just make sure your PS2 memory card is plugged out. Turn on your PlayStation 2, and for normal people, it'll just bring it to the normal like language selection screen. But for me, for some reason, my disc is like scratched up in such a weird way, and this I've heard happens to many other people. So basically, this is exactly what's going to happen to you. So I know I keep repeating myself, but if your game loads up into the language screen, that's perfect. But if it doesn't and it does this, then watch, I'll show you how to do it, how to fix it. So what happens to me is my disc starts spinning. The screen loads in like the game is perfect. Like what? You can see the flipping PlayStation 2 logo. And you can see like the little red laser there. It's on the inside of the CD. Just give it a moment. It's going to go out. And it's going to spin and make a load of weird noises. So in my case, I have to swap out the disc right now, like fast. And it should load up. And if it doesn't load up, just like, yeah, it's going to load up here. But if it doesn't load up, just pop out this disc and pop it back in again, the same disc, and it loads up. So if it worked for you the first time, your disc is not scratched or anything, what you want to do is, look, when you're at this screen and your disc was not scratched and you didn't have any of these issues, just take out your James Bond disc and put in your modded U-Launch Elf disc. And after here, your game should not be frozen. What you want to do now is plug in your PS2 controller if you haven't plugged in already. One moment. Plug it in. Select whatever language you speak. I just press OK if it shows up this that has no memory card. That's okay. And it'll go through all this, and yeah. And usually in other people's videos you'll see like you have to go through this level, you have to do this mission, and you launch this or whatever. This is not like that. Like literally, this is the fastest way to do it. Press the start button, check your memory card slot, and it's literally going to load you up into U-Launch Elf. As you can see, that easy. No cog swap, no mod other discs, no nothing. It just loads you up. So what you want to do is just press circle, get your USB thumb drive or stick or whatever you want to call it, plug it into the first slot. Make sure it's the first slot. And now what you want to do is go down to mass and press circle and look for the file called freemicboot.elf and press circle. And then this will load up, freemicboot. And then what you want to do is take your memory card. My memory card is about 40, so I have to blow into it to make it work like it was an NES cartridge. And then just plug it in like a normal memory card. And then what you want to do is go to format memory card, format MC, and just let you know this is going to delete all the files off your memory card. So if you have any saves, then say bye bye to them. Press that, detect the memory card. This will delete all memory card content. Continue, yes. It's going to format it. It's going to delete everything off it, and memory card once successful formatted. Press OK. And now you want to, if you're only planning to use the memory card that you have at the moment, only in your PlayStation, like you're not going to use it on any other PlayStation at all, select normal install. But if you're doing this for a friend, or if you're planning to use it on a different PlayStation 2, select multi-version install. I just select multi-version install anyway, because why not? And just click it, detect memory card, it'll install freemicboot on memory card 1, press OK. And it's going to go through all this code and stuff. Just give it a minute. I apologise if sometimes I speak fast or I repeat myself a lot, because you don't know how much tries it took to get this far on the video. Do like 10 tries, like a lot. Right, it's doing this thing now. And keep in mind, this is going to take your memory. Well, my memory card here, it's 8 megabytes, and this is going to use up, like, FreeMake Boot itself use up like half of it. So yeah, just letting you know. It's going to take a little while, but it's okay. It'll be worth it. Patching dummies successfully installed on memory card 1. Now what you want to do is turn off your PlayStation 2, pop out the disc, just turn it on, literally. And FreeMake Boot loads up like there's no tomorrow. And you have it installed here. And what you want to do now is, I just have to make sure for you really quick before I tell you false information. Okay, what you want to do is go into FreeMake Boot Configurator. It's at the very bottom, and just press X. And when it loads up here, press X. Now what you want to do is from here now, you might not see it, but there's like a little arrow beside load CNF from MC0. Just move that down to configure OSD SYS options. Press X. And go down to configure item 1 and go down to number 7 and press X. And set the name to, I don't know, loader. This is like to use this. Basically what I'm doing right now is setting like a shortcut to a program that will load all your PS2 games off your USB stick, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. What I'm going to do is just name it anything. I'm just going to name it like load O A D and just go down to OK and pat 1 and go down to MC0 boot and open PS2 LD.elf and just press OK or press X. Go down to return. Go down to return one more time. And go to the very bottom one, PS2 browser FCM or FMCB restart. And let that load up. Any second now. And go to the very bottom. And it's not here. One moment. I apologise, but I forgot to do one thing. When you're in this screen and after you configure the OSD SYS options, just before you press PS2 browser FMCB restart, press save CNF to MC0. I just forgot that. I really apologise. Then you can press the very last option. And now it's going to load up FreeMake Boot with no problems, hopefully. And at the very bottom you should see PS2, or I named it load, or depends really what you named it. And that's all good. So back onto the PC, I am going to show you how to install games to your USB stick from backups, legally obviously. So yeah. Okay, to install games to your USB stick, what you want to do is insert your USB stick into any port on your computer, like so. And it's going to load up. Just if it loads up this folder, you can just close up. And after your USB stick is inserted into your computer, what you want to do is open up that FreeMake Boot folder, all the PS2 tools, Module Jailbreak, or whatever, you know what folder I'm on about. And you'll see at the very bottom, USB Util 2.0 full English. Just double click it and just hit close on this, or you can make a donation, but I think the website is down for donation, so there's no use. And what you want to do is go into File, Create Game from ISO, and find your game backup. So, and if you're wondering how to make a backup, it's basically, do you remember when I told you to put the 007 disc into your PC and then make the file on your computer named Nightfire? That's basically what backup is. You can download them off the internet, but of course, you should get things legally. So if your friend has the game or you already have the game and you just want to run it off a USB stick instead, then just do that. And anyway, what you want to do is find your backup. I have on my G folder in PS2 ISO, I named it here. And you'll see all the games here. I have a crap ton of games. Legally, obviously. And just pick whichever you want, when you want. I'll just pick Crash to Insanity. I'm not actually going to do it. I'm just going to show you how to do it. And so from wherever and you find your game, 2, and then find what key your USB stick is on. So mine is on D. As you can see, it's on the D. So select D. Pretty simple. And what you want to do here is just name it whatever you want. I'm just gonna name it Crash to Insanity, and press create. And this will take about 5 minutes. Depends on how fast your USB stick is. And after that's done, you take that bad boy out and you flick it back into your PS2. And I will see you there in one moment. After the game is on your USB stick and is in your PS2, what you want to do now, I'm just going to put my TV to component, flick on your PS2, let it load up. This should not come up. This won't happen for you, you'll just load into FreeMake Boot. It's just that my memory card is like faulty, so I have to like blow it into it every once in a while. I'm sorry for that. So turn on your PS2 and it should load FreeMake Boot. Yeah. So let that load up. And here you go. Now go back, go all the way down into the load or whatever you name it. Just go into it, and it should load this up. It should load this program up, and what you want to do is go into display settings, and there's a few settings here you might want to just check. Wait, what's video mode now? Set video mode to auto, VSync on, widescreen off. I think this should be already by default, but whatever. Go into settings, and what you want to do is go down to 222. Check USB fragmentation, and set that to off. Go down to USB device start mode, and make that to auto. And what else? That should be it. And go down to OK. Go back, and your game should be all here. So if I want to load up, for example, Def Jam Vendetta, because that loads up really fast. There's no disc in it. It's all off the USB stick. Let the game load up here. Well, that's loading up. Most like portable hard drive. This is a 2 terabyte one. You're not able to use portable hard drives, unfortunately, because just for some reason the PS2 won't read it. Like if you have it plugged in and you turn on your PS2, your PS2 will take forever to turn on, or most of the time it doesn't turn on. So I don't know why. Just look it up. I can't really say why because I'm not that smart. And as you can see here, everything is working perfect. It's all loading up. Just give it a few more moments. Look, as you can see, the game's loading up. There's no disc in the drive. And it's all perfectly working. So it's all grand like. So now what you can do is just plug out everything, take out your memory card, your controller, and plug everything back in. You can put the case back onto your PS2, and don't forget to take off all the sellotape. You can keep it on if you want, but just take it off because there's no use. Just have it on because you're not going to be jailbreaking it again. You already have it done. and just reassemble your PlayStation 2 like normal, and I'll be back. And if you want to jailbreak your friend's PlayStation, basically all you need is a memory card. So I unjailbroke this memory card just for you guys. So what you want to do is put in the actual already jailbroken memory card into your PS2. This is my original one, and your friends or whoever you're jailbreaking's memory card into the second slot. And what you want to do now is turn on the PS2 and let Free McBoot load up. And one second, we let it focus. There you go. And what you want to do is go into ULaunch ELF, and this will load up. Press circle, go down to mass, press circle, go down to freemcboot.elf and press circle. And what you want to do now is take out your memory card, take out the jailbroken memory card, and put in your friend's memory card into the first slot. And what you want to do is go into multi-version install. Or what you want to do is format your memory card first, actually. Format memory card. Detecting. Plug it in. I have to blow my one. Blow my one, that sounds so wrong, but whatever. Plug it in, format it. But you get me, my one doesn't seem to be working. And after you format it, go into multi-version. It has to be multi-version installed this time. Just for your friend's memory card, because you're not going to be using your friend's memory card on your PlayStation unless you're robbing them or something. But just go into multi-version install, hit X. You take a memory card, it'll install multi-version on memory card 1, press OK, and it'll go through all the stuff. And yeah, you'll have your friend's memory card jailbroken. He can plug that back into his PlayStation 2 and it'll be jailbroken as well. So if this video helped, make sure to subscribe, and if you have any issues, which I guarantee there will be a good few issues because there's always issues, make sure to comment below and I will try my best to help you. I can help you in most cases, but not always. So peace, and a like would be really appreciated because a lot of effort went into this video. So thanks for watching and goodbye.